Hello and welcome to Modern Broadcast. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing of the Polymega Controller. So this had arrived. I've had the stock controller. The Polymega is, in my opinion, a fun device. It's meant for collectors. It's not meant for everybody. My last Polymega video, someone's like, it's ridiculous, you could just do a Raspberry Pi. You can. Absolutely, but for those that don't know how to bake, well, here you go. Here's a solution. All sass aside, the Polymega comes with the one controller, and then per module set, it has one controller in with each module set. So that's all fine and dandy. However, I can't do any couch co-op without, having either one of those plugged in and one controller's corded, one's wireless. The one biggest gripe I have about Polymega is that its lack of support for third-party controllers. I hear that maybe some, not 8-Bit Duo, but there's one brand that's escaping me. I'm going to put it on the screen right here. Look at that. Boom. Look at that brand. Some of their controllers work, but that's it. Other than that, no. It's either first party or that brand that I'm completely spacing on. You see that flash up on the screen again? Look at that. Post effects. Anyways, so I ordered another controller from the Polymega website, and it has arrived. However, it did not arrive safely. The box is really beat up here on the side, bulging out, so hopefully everything inside is okay, and we're gonna go ahead and get it charged up, booted up, unbox, check it, see what it's like, compare the difference. Is it good? Yay, nay, possible. Let's get started. Here we have the Polymega box. Like I said, mine did arrive damaged in shipment. Looks like here on the right side it bulged out. Looks like there's some crimpling and folding here at the bottom. I don't know if everyone is gonna end up like that, or if just the Denver Post said, "Hey, kick rocks, kid." So I can't blame too much on the company for that, other than lack of protection inside the box. It was just this and like one flimsy kind of, not styrofoam, but like flimsy like air bubble wrap that was around it, and just wasn't enough to protect the box. But the box don't really care about so much. So the front of the box, we have a picture of the controller, which does look different than the stock. We'll do a side-by-side comparison here later on, but then we have the Polymega logo up top. On the back of the device, on the back of the box, we have just some information about the controller. Talks about comfort and convenience. Second generation controller. It's 8 buttons. Play PlayStation 1, Saturn, Genesis, Mega Drive, NES, Super Nintendo, and TurboGrafx and more on the Polymega. And Remix. I don't know, another app that they said they were going to release that never came out. Anyways, so inside the box it looks like we're going to get the controller, and we also have the USB dongle, which also looks way different than the original. I mean, here is the original. I don't know if I get that to focus on my hand, but just says Polymega. And now it looks like we have this fat stick. So let's go ahead and get this box open, get our handy dandy kniff. Go ahead and get this started. Actually, we don't need a kniff. They have a pull tab. Look at that. Modern technology. So convenient. Except for now I kniffed it, so, I'm going to go ahead and set the controller off to the side for right now. So it looks like we have this micro USB, so we're still going old school with that USB cable, but looks fairly long. I would imagine this is probably, what, 6? Maybe more? It's a long cable, very long. So that's kind of nice. So if we do need to play plugged in, if the controller dies or whatnot, you can continue your gaming sesh. Big USB stick. So this is quite large compared to the old one. Again, that side-by-side comparison here. Here we have our little worn Polymega, and here is the new one. And you would think that this is a button. It's not. I think it's just a thumb grip on each side. It's not a button. And we have a little light indicator here at the tip. So just plug that in. I'm assuming it's already paired with the controller, I guess. Or maybe it does that after we plug it in. I'm not sure. We'll take a look at it. gonna set that here so it's just still in frame, a little bit in frame, but out of focus. Look at that. And here we have the controller. So definitely a different feel. Definitely going for more of that, I would say, Switch Pro controller. That is a steep angle that gets up to those buttons compared to the original, just kind of flat, whatnot. Kind of had this felt, not felt, but kind of rubbery texture to it. This is definitely more smooth. I do, well, we'll start with the button comparison. We'll start with that, and then we'll do the other thing. But slightly different layout for our start select. They're a bit of a stretch for me to hit the start select. Good thing most games you don't really need that. You can activate your turbo here. We went for all black buttons now instead of having the colored buttons from beforehand, but we have this little just kind of texture here. I don't think that's actually vented or anything like that. No, it doesn't appear to be. Just a design. Decent sticks. They click in. Good D-pad. Let's see. Can we get this to show up? Where is it? Right there, like that. Some decent travel. Yeah. Triggers up top, R1, L1, R1, L, oh my god. L1, L2, R1, R2. We have a little pinhole reset button here in case we need that. Yeah, not much to it. And our charge port. Again, that's a micro USB, not a Type-C. So we are still working with kind of that older cable. So here's really that side-by-side comparison here. It looks like we still got that same button for the Polymega button there in the middle. We did swap out sticks. About the same travel distance. So nothing too crazy with that. Again, what I wish that they kind of kept, I kind of wish they kept the colored buttons just to give the new controller some sort of, you know, coloration or something a little bit different. We have that design here, but really that's about it. One of the major differences right away is that D-pad. Where, you know, the old D-pad was kind of all connected here in the middle. This is now kind of somewhat separated, but also it's kind of tough to tell on camera, but the buttons pretty much line up like right there. You know, there's a slight curve and then they are right there. With this controller, it's like back, like significantly back. When I set down the controller, I don't know how I can show this. The buttons up front, these are leaned back. Like this is the highest point, and then all this slants downwards, which is interesting. For comfort wise, I didn't mind the original controller. I would play quite a few hours in this controller configuration. I thought it was fairly comfortable. This one is better, just it's beefier, I would say. And you know, it's got thicker plastic. It's kind of laid out a little bit better. Again, that start and select are a little bit of a stretch, but otherwise, I think this will be comfy. Thumbnail, got it. And then we have the vast difference in dongle sizes. Let's go ahead and get it booted up. So real quick, they kind of made it so you can't plug two in at the same time. I mean, you can, but they kind of push on each other. You're right there. I don't see much of a difference here. It's already paired, and it's just gonna go through the menus. We'll be able to play games, no problem. Just wanted to really do an unboxing of it since we ordered a controller. I'm gonna show the difference between, you know, version A, version 2. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Every subscriber helps the channel out, so really appreciate that. Also, be sure to check out modernbroadcast.tv. We have some new merch. We also have an exclusive Halloween hoodie that's only going to be available until the end of October before we take that down. So check it out while you still can. Have a great week, everyone. Oh, and check out the Modern Replay gaming channel. Yes, that's right. We have a dedicated gaming channel now, Modern Replay. So check that out as well if gaming's your bag. And have a great week, everyone. Take care.